What's up, guys? This is dc1138 RCT Gaming bringing you another video for you guys. And as you can see by the Star Wars background here, we are going to cover something Star Wars. In this case, we're going to be covering dc1138's Star Wars collection for Coin-Ops Next. Now, of course, before heading in and showing you guys how amazing and beautiful and nice this collection is, especially for those fans like me who are very old school in their Star Wars ways, and given the recent controversy with all the new Star Wars and Disney and all that stuff, it's kind of refreshing to be able to go to the good old days of Star Wars and the games that we played, because the whole Star Wars is very meaningful to all of us old school fans. So yeah, for me as a Star Wars fan and OG Star Wars fan, this is completely amazing, super fun, but there are a few things that you need to take into account, which I'm gonna take the time to explain before we head in. First off is that this is not a single download. This is not a single pack. This is divided among several downloads that you need to make, which I pointed out here, at least some of them. You're not gonna see here the complete stuff, because there are, in my case, I like to tailor make how I have my games and my builds and stuff like that, and there are certain games that in my case are gonna be pretty redundant because I already have them either on Steam or some other platform or some other build, and I don't feel the need to have them here. If I go into this one, this is gonna be like for specific games. So in that sense, please don't use my video as a complete view of what it has to offer, because it has many games and stuff included. So bear that in mind. Now, the first and most important ones that I guess you should have are these two right here. Now, as you can see in the first one, it says public no support. That is more a comment on the current situation over at the Coin-Ops Discord, because for reasons right now the state over there, and this is basically for new incoming people who are going there for the first time and don't know what is going on, just to clear it up, right now the fan created packs are being classified as either no support or public, and it's going through some guidelines and rules that they need to apply in order to submit their packs. It doesn't mean that these are bad packs or that these don't work and only the supported one works. That is not the way, realistically speaking, that works. This is just to separate, again, for reasons, which one let's say the people, the top dogs over there at Coin-Ops are trying to focus more their attention on, and they're leaving these up to the public themselves to choose if they want to use or not. I tend to favor these because these tend to bring more creativity to the mix and they're more fun. I respect their decisions in doing it this way, but I just wanted to let you guys, the viewers, know that it does not mean that if you see them in public or testing, or that they say no support on the Discord, that there are bad packs or that they don't work. That does not mean that there's gonna be a few stinkers, because that happens. When you're trying this for the first time, it's not gonna work the first time around, and it would be insulting to the people who have dedicated many years to this to say that it's equal quality. No, it's not gonna be equal quality. If you're shooting for equal quality and you want something that's just works first time around, and you're accustomed to a certain look in the art style, whatever, you're kind of picky that way, then yeah, stick to the supported ones. But that does not mean that the non-supported ones are bad. Okay, so that out of the way, let's go back into this. Now, these are the ones that you're going to be seeing, but there are many more, so stay on the lookout for more fixes, for more add-ons, because dc1138 has been working hard on this, and we got to give them a chance, guys. You got to try this out. Now, you're going to be seeing also I'm gonna set this as an example. Instructions that are left on these. I don't want to see people struggling and asking questions when the information is right there. You just need to read through the readmes and the instructions, and you're gonna see that it's gonna work just fine. So basically, this one is an example of what you're gonna find in terms of instructions. They're gonna tell you what you need to do and how the artwork works and how basically this collection works. Now, of course, again, I'm doing this more for people who don't probably understand how all of this works. In this case, this collection is right here. You're gonna find it right after you install everything. You're gonna see this folder right here, and inside this folder, you're gonna see a whole bunch of sub files. Now, these files are made, at least within the context of this collection. It gives you an understanding how it works in other ones as well. We are in the Star Wars collection folder, right? We have what you usually find here, which is playlists and system artwork. Never mind that. All of these sub files you see here are basically files that are intended to take from each and one of these collections, take a game, grab it, and move it into the collection of the one that is trying to, in this case, Star Wars, right? So I say, for example, out of the arcade sub, if you go into edit to take a look inside, you're gonna find these names. These are the games that are going to be extracted from the arcade section or the arcade collection and gonna be thrown into the Star Wars collection, so they appear and they run from there. Just to give you guys an idea how this works and why are these sub files in here to begin with. Same, let's say PS2. We go into PS2, take a look at this, and you see all of the games that are going to be grabbed from that specific collection, which is the PS2 collection. So this way, with these files, you can add and subtract whatever you want from whatever system. Let's say that one game from one system does not work, then you can come in here, take it off the list, and it won't appear in the Star Wars collection. Now, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth in a later video, which I'm going to be talking about Techno Parrot on next. Stay tuned for that. But for now, this should do and give you an idea of how that works. Now, let's go into the nitty-gritty and go into the collection itself. Of course, I have it on my high-spec build because this is the one that I always come back to. This is the one that basically has the most creative stuff, and the one that requires more power sometimes, in most cases. I know I have been throwing in some stuff, links, which I'm going to be covering soon, but this is the one that I find myself coming back to the most. The other one is more for classic systems, you know, the stuff that we are already used to, NES, SNES, stuff like that. And we go in, they have the video, and here we have, I moved on a request from one of the viewers to move my RCT logo a little bit to the left side so you can see the number of games. I hope that works for you guys. But basically you have all of the games grabbed from different systems. This one, for example, now you see 57 games down there. Those are the ones I have configured to appear here. That is not the final number or the total number. If you want to find out that, then download all of the packs, install them all, and you're gonna see, because a lot of them are pretty huge, especially the recent games. So this is more tailored for whatever you want to do with it. Now, in the case of let's say the original Star Wars for arcade, that's gonna prompt the arcade version, of course, of Star Wars, which is super. This one and me go way back to when I was in high school. I put so much time into this one, and for so long it just it didn't really work properly before, a long time ago, and I am so grateful that they nailed it. You know, we're at a time where basically this can be done and reproduced very easily now. But back in the day, it was pretty hard to get this game to work just like the arcade. Alright, so this one, as you can see, works. Go back to the menu here. And so on and so forth. You keep choosing which one you want. You also have the Model 3. Of course, all of the games that appear here in this collection also rely on how many packs you have installed in your NES, because of course there are many of them that won't appear or won't run if you don't have the pack that it's taking the game from. Case in point, Model 3. If you don't have the Model 3 pack installed already, it's not going to appear here and it's not going to run. So bear that in mind, guys, before you go into this, that you need certain requirements. Read the information on the pack or collection so you know what you get yourself into. I know, and that's the reason why I'm trying to explain this a little bit more here, that it's very frustrating for somebody who just wants to have fun with something and not being able to get it to run the first time around. But most of the time, guys, it's not really down nice place so you can play it all together and not have to go through systems and stuff. You know, nice little homage to the Star Wars franchise. See what other I can bring up here. There's so many amazing Star Wars games for you to pick from, both on the PC and on the console side. For example, there are some that come included with the packs. For example, we have around here, where was it? A Star Wars Racer, the fan game. I think this is the one. Right here. Now this one is Racer 2018. It's a fan-made game. Looks absolutely brilliant. Kind of fun just to get in. And here we go. Looks absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I suck, but that's beside the point. Looks just amazing. And from the cockpit view, even more so. Holy crap. So yeah, guys, my sucky skill notwithstanding, it is something really fun that you should check out, and it comes with the pack as well. So another one here that works really well, you have Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. I can go in here. Let's load this one. Loading up.
Jaden, we can't get to you. Make your way to the temple. The shuttle will meet us there.
Jaden, hey! I'm stuck. Can you help? Hold on, Rosh. I'm on my way.
So here you have it, Jedi
Jaden,
Knight.
see if you can make your way around there.
Now, Battlefront, of course, these are the classic ones. These are not the new ones. The new ones he also included, but they're separate packs, so you need to keep up with that in order to have. I have them already on Origin, so I have no need to have them anywhere else. I prefer this listing, at least for my taste. Now let's say something along the lines of PlayStation 2. We have Starfighter. Again, how good or bad this is going to look and run for you depends on how you have set up each collection, where this one draws its game from. So in this case, this is a PlayStation 2 game. If you have it configured nicely on your PlayStation 2 emulator folder, then you'll have no problems running this one. I already have a save here. I skipped the intro. Now, of course, you have both the PlayStation version and the PC. You can play whichever one you like the best, I guess. But it's nice to have the option. If you prefer keyboard and mouse, then you have the PC version, and if you like controller, you can always play this one.
Okay, Wrench, time to show us what we can do.
I kind of like the tight controls of the Xbox controller for this.
Yeah, cover.
We're approaching a training minefield. They'll give you a chance to familiarize yourself with your targeting system.
Wrench, set my first target for me. Let's get those mines.
You can select the target directly in front of you, or cycle through active targets. The mines will explode if you get too close.
And you got braking and accelerating with the triggers. The right analog stick for
Good job, Reese.
basically rolling,
The next canyon. Let's go.
and the left one for navigation.
Make sure to hit all of them.
This is one of the titles that I fondly remember and enjoyed playing, because I've always loved that aspect of being able to pilot the ships from the Star Wars franchise. So of course, back when Star Wars was Star Wars, and even though it got a little bit of hate, those prequels, piloting some of those old starfighters were like all the rage when this came out. The other one as well, the Jedi Starfighter, it's another one that's pretty awesome.
You got all of them. Your next exercise is a combat droid.
Which of course is one of the reasons why games like Rebel Strike and Rogue Leader gets a lot of play from me. I love those games. So there you have it, guys. It's right here. You can play whatever you wish. You even have the classic X-Wing titles, which I also remember fondly, because this is all we had back then to kind of get into the whole fantasy of piloting these amazing ships from the franchise. But there is plenty to pick from. There are some that require tweaking. So that's going to be all, guys. As you can see, all the art, plus a lot of extra art, because dc1138 put in some extra art, system art. So if you want to have like the dark side, as I have here, which I prefer, you can have this, or you can have another one with the Rebel theme. But really nice art. So you have both beauty and you have function as well, all for the Star Wars fans out there. So yeah, that is basically it for this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and it helped in any way. Please like and subscribe. I want to take the moment here to ask you guys even the guys who come by and enjoy the videos but haven't subscribed yet, to subscribe, because from what I saw last time around, most of my viewers, almost 76%, are non-subscribers. So I would really appreciate it if you just hit that subscribe button, and let's take it, you know, to as high as it can go. It'll really help me out in the end. I really appreciate it. See you next time, guys.